Hi, everyone. So, I really should think about changing the name of this podcast to something that has the word store in it because this is about a store visit. I can't help it. Um, and this one is about Costco because my wife and I we're so far behind in like what everybody else is doing. At least that's what it seems. Like Costco's been around for like ever, and we've never been to one, and I was surprised she hasn't been to one. I'm like, dude, you're from the States, like, how have you never gone to a Costco? Well, I got my answer today because it is a very exclusive club and it's so hard to get into. Today was Alicia's last day of work before she gets a whole week off of work, and my body just let out a huge sigh because I get to have a bit of a break too. Not having to like do her work food and like the stuff that, comes along with trying to keep her going out there in the world. I don't have to do that shit for a week. So I get a break too. So she calls me before she leaves work and she's like, I was wondering, what do you think about a Costco membership? And we talked about it, and I'm like, because we don't have money coming out of our butt, and especially with what's going on in America, better get some bulk goods, I suppose. Look, I've never shopped in bulk before, neither has she. This is different, very different. Um, so I'll just explain how the experience went. So, of course, I was up to going because I've been in the house for a few days. I figured, yeah, why not? We can get out and go. I like to go check out new stores anyways. And she said she couldn't sign up online. Like she only got so far and then like the website was messing up or something. So she's like, we would have to stop by the desk anyways. So we'll just do it in person. I was like, okay. So we get there and we find out where we need to go. Let me tell you something. I don't know if Costco is just in America or if it's like everywhere in the world. I don't know these things, but like if anybody doesn't know what a Costco is, maybe this will help you think about, do you want a membership or not? Um, I would say I would say yes if you can, but I mean, why have they been around for so many years and they haven't figured out how to make the sign up process go much smoother? I shouldn't say much smoother because it wasn't smooth at all. Like we go, it's like this huge warehouse, this store, and off to the side, they have a section for like signing up and like customer service and all of that. Standing only, no chairs, and it is so loud in there. And right behind us is a line of people trying to just get out the store. They paid for their shit. They're all shuffling in a fucking line getting out of the store with their stuff. That's how many people there were. And I was like, I don't know about this. So anyways, 30 fucking minutes standing at that desk signing up. 30 minutes. That is a long time to be at a store for a fucking sign up. And the lady was like really really nice. Like no fault on her. Like she talked quickly, which I appreciate. I just need somebody to talk fast so that I don't want to punch you. And she did really well with explaining everything. We picked what membership we wanted. Um, but there was just a lot of like, okay, you have to get the app on your phone and like bring it up and then do this and do that. And I'm sorry. I am not somebody that's very quick with my phone at all. And when I am adding an app to my phone, I don't just do it in a hurry. Like I like to have it be a sit down process, and it just makes more sense that way. So I was just like, okay, I got to get this app on my phone. I got to get it on my phone. Okay, I got to open it now. And I got to do this and I got to do that. Oh wait, it's not confirming my membership. What's going on? And then oh, it just took forever. And basically 10 minutes of like, okay, it's not going to work on our phone, so the lady has to figure out something else. Like, And then some dude comes over and he's like, best way I can explain it to you is we have three different systems, like three different computer systems in here, and one is trying to talk to the other, and the other is not listening to it very well. And I just politely said nothing. Because if I weren't so overwhelmed with all the fucking chaos going on in that store, I would have said, how is that a good explanation? And how about you guys fix that and get one fucking system? Like, come on now. It's like it's broke, so you're just not gonna fix it? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm just like, I better not say anything because nothing good's gonna come out of my mouth. And Alicia was really nice. Like, she takes the lead on stuff like this, even though I know that she has anxiety too. Um, between the both of us, she's more capable with stuff like this. So, like, everybody just talks to her because I am not making eye contact. I'm trying to listen without making eye contact. It's just so loud in that store. My God. So, 30 minutes taking pictures, getting our own membership card, having the entire membership explained to us. Like, God, oh my God. I was going to lose my mind. I've never like experienced anything like this before. And so we finally like get all of our shit and then we go get a cart um which is outside in the pouring fucking rain, and I do like rain, but I don't like to just walk out in it and get wet and shit, especially if it's really cold out. So we go, we get our cart outside. Come back in. And you have to scan, like you have to put your card thing up to a reader, and it scans it, and you can go into the store, basically confirming, yes, you are indeed a member of Costco. And so we do that. And Alicia's card says something basically like inactive membership or something. Both of our cards didn't go through, and then we told the lady there, like, that stands there and like makes sure everybody that's coming in really is a member. Because what are they gonna do? Arrest you? Like, do they have like Costco security people in there? Like, if you come in and you're not a member, like, I don't know. I probably not, but like it was just weird. It was like a Walmart greeter, but at Costco. And so we told her like these should be active, blah blah blah. Basically, she was like, "Oh, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. You can just go in though and then see." And I'm like, oh, thank goodness I didn't have a whole lot of brain power enough to use my mouth, because I would have said some shit. And afterward, I told Alicia, I was like, she stands there, she's like standing there and she doesn't know her job. How do you not know that answer? We are not the first ones that have come through and had a card that like just wasn't working. Like, I know that we could not have been the first ones ever. So how do you not know the answer? You're just gonna let us go into the store and take our chances? Because that's basically what she was doing. So like Alicia starts walking in the store and she's like, "Well, let's just see." I don't operate like that. It is a huge store. People who like you guys that go to Costco, like you know how big it is. And Alicia's just like, "Oh, like we'll go get what we want." Like, I knew we were going to be in there for a while because there was lots of stuff to look at. We don't know how to buy bulk. Like, I mean, I know how to buy. I just, it's a lot to buy at once. So, it's takes some getting used to, I guess. And she was just willing to wing it. And I'm like, are you serious? So she sits down at like some display for outdoor furniture and she's on her phone for like 5 minutes trying to get a robot to do something for her. I don't know what. And I knew it wasn't going to work, but I just kept my mouth shut and looked around. And sure enough, whatever she was trying to do to get our cards active didn't work. So she puts her phone away. She's like, well, let's just get what we need anyways. And I'm like, look, you don't want to deal with me if we go through this fucking store and I get attached to the things that we put in our cart because I'm so excited, and we go to buy them and we're told, sorry, you can't have these groceries because you're not a member. And then there's stuff in there that's going to be cold. Where are we going to put it while we go try to figure it out? I was like, we need to go back now and figure this out now because I don't want to feel like that later. So we went all the way around. It's just like, this is a huge place. And we went back to the same lady, and like, we were there for less than 5 minutes, and they were able to fix it for us. And I was like, aren't you glad? So, anyways, an hour we were in the store, and we only got like halfway through because there was just so much to look at. And I've been pretty touchy with meltdowns lately. I hope there's not like one coming into me in my future. Because today was pretty almost meltdowny day. Um, So, anyways, I was pretty happy with myself for making an adult decision and not just spending an hour in the store putting things in our cart and then being told no. Because I don't like being told no, anyways. And so we're walking around the store, and first off, the carts that they have are huge. Like, they're so tall too. Like, they come up to like my chest almost. Yeah, and so basically it's just a little bit of my chest up. That's all that's visible from like when you're pushing the cart. And I love that. I was like, I feel so hidden behind this cart. It's great. I love pushing carts. Um anyways, I don't love people who it's like everywhere. Everywhere. There's people that stand in the middle of an aisle and talk and are ignorant to the fact that they're blocking the way for other people to get through easily. And these are ginormous carts, and there are people having fucking conversations in the middle of these aisles. What is wrong with people? And like, it's not like the grocery store, like where I have a regular sized cart and I can just like weave around and get around people pretty quickly. No, like this is a huge cart. You can't just whip it around. And Alicia was starting to irritate me. This is all stuff I already told her. Um, but she was starting to irritate me because she was going like, I like to go up and down aisles of new stores. I think that just makes more sense. And she just was bebopping around. Let me go down half of an aisle, and then let me go this way, and then let me go that way. And like, I already was like, almost, I was kind of car sick coming down there. It was like a 20-minute ride, but it's just driving just makes me sick sometimes. And so I was starting to get nauseous in the store because that happens too. If I'm turning around too many times and, I get dizzy, and I started getting pissed. I was like, can you not just go up and down aisles and not like dart in and out of places? And then and then at one point she was walking down aisles just right in the middle of them with her hands in her pockets, just taking a stroll, just strolling, looking around. And meanwhile, like, I'm behind her clutching the fucking bar on the cart, and I'm like, I'm gonna slam this cart into this fucking bitch because she's walking so fucking slow. And so I was headed toward meltdown territory, and she likes to just kind of stop no matter where we are and what's going on, like, and there's people around. I'm like, we need to go down some other aisle where there's nobody around so I can talk to you without 50 fucking people hearing our conversation. Like, I don't understand this thinking. And so I brought her down an aisle. I was like, I'm about to fucking lose my shit. You're walking so fucking slow. And I said it louder than that. And then I felt better. I was like, okay, we can continue. You can walk at your normal pace. That's fine. Oh my God. Like, meltdowns, like trying to, I don't know, what is this limbo between, I was in insane mode, and then all of a sudden a switch got flipped and I'm about to just yell. I just feel like yelling. And she was really nice about it. And then after a couple of minutes, I apologized. And I said, but really, like, we need to be orderly in how we go through this store because I don't want to throw up in front of people. Because how do you explain that? People are just going to think what they're going to think. Who knows? Anyways, so she stopped strolling down aisles, and we only got through about half the store because I really was at a place where I was going to just like scream. And it's been a while before I like felt like that, but oh my God, were there so many people there. And Alicia loves to go to stores. during rush hour, like the driving sucks, the stores are always full, and I'm like, God, I don't like this life. I'm like, you know what life I like to live is the one where I go to stores in the middle of the goddamn day where nobody is. Nobody's at stores because people still go to buildings to work. There are like way less people in the middle of a day. Like we had to pick a Friday night to do this, but it worked out because we got cookies and we got a chicken. So sorry about all the people that don't eat meat. You don't have to listen to this part. Maybe just click off or fast forward. I don't know how long. But like Janice brings us chickens, you know, like those rotisserie chickens that are like in a bag and they're hot or whatever. So like Wegmans, we used to, I know I'm jumping around. Sorry, this is how I am after we get back from stores. I should have waited to record, but I knew I wasn't going to want to record. So here I am now recording. What was I saying? Chickens. Oh yeah. So Wegmans, I like the chickens. I'm sorry, I just do. But like Wegmans used to sell them pretty cheap. They were adult chickens and then something happened and like I don't know if they're baby chickens or if they're just tiny adult chickens, but all of a sudden like when prices started going up, like these cheap ass little chickens turned into like 9.99 chickens. Like these were so small, you can just eat a whole one in one sitting, like a meal. Like there would be no leftovers. And to me, that seems like a waste. So we stopped getting Wegmans chickens. I was like, I'm not eating $10 baby chickens because that just seems like a waste of money. And I don't know how I feel about eating babies if that's what they are. So Janice sometimes, like her and Nadine will go to Costco and she'll text one of us, do you guys want a chicken? She knows the answer is always going to be yes. And so, like, we have figured out like sorry about my I'm just having like brain fog. Um so like Jan also asked us if we want a chicken and we'll say yeah, maybe it's like half an hour before we were planning to eat something. And then we don't see her for like 3 fucking hours before we get a chicken. And Alicia and I have always tried to figure out like what takes them so long because when she asks if we want a chicken, it sounds like they're about on their way home and they're just gonna grab one before they leave the store or something to go check out or something. And now we know why it takes so long because that store is huge. It's just so big and you don't just I guess you have to go in with a cart because who's going to go into the store to get one thing? So now we know why it takes 3 hours for her to bring us back a chicken. So we got them one, you know, cuz they've been bringing us chickens for years. I kind of wish I didn't share that story just now, but whatever. Um I did not have a meltdown. Um I actually like the sensory stuff was so bad that after we did the initial sign up where we were like standing there for half an hour, I asked Alicia, I was like, can we go to the car? Because like, I need a break. I need to sit before we even think about going in and starting to shop. And I've never allowed myself to do that before. Uh, I don't think because I think I haven't ever thought that that was an option. It never entered my mind that, hey, you know, if you're feeling overwhelmed, you just can go back to your car and take a break. And that thought had never crossed my mind prior to finding out I'm autistic. And so I was just so frazzled that I asked if we could just go back to the car. And turns out she needed a break too. And I felt good. I was like, oh my gosh, like, look at me trying to like, not go into a meltdown. Oh, because those are, oh, I don't want to. Once you get into a meltdown, you know how hard it is to come back. So we sat in the car for like 5 minutes and we both bitched about the same shit. Like, I'm sorry. I don't understand why stores are like that. Like, how is this like good business? I mean, I'm not shitting all over Costco by any means. I'm just saying how do like the majority of people think that like having a bunch of desks lined up next to each other with a just you have to stand. They're tall desks and you have to stand. There's no sitting. Everybody's loud. They're shouting over each other. You can hear carts being like just drugged back and forth. Like it's just, it was so chaotic. And it still happens like this. Like they haven't figured out a better way to do that. Like get some fucking offices or some shit. Um, And then we went to go into the big part of the store, or the not the big part, the store where we went to go shop. We just went to go shop after that little break. And I told Alicia at the very end, I was like, if we didn't take that break, I would have embarrassed you big time. Big time. Because when I'm in a meltdown, I don't fucking give a shit. Like part of me does, but the other part is like, I feel so overwhelmed that I don't give a shit what you guys are thinking or doing right now. Like, it's most important how I'm feeling and doing. And that's not very good. And so I was pretty proud of myself. And she's being like way more supportive of like, not that I think it's her job. It's not her job to like calm me down. Like, I don't mean it like that, but I've never felt this kind of support from her before, because usually when I start getting this way in stores, it starts annoying her. And once we figured out it was like a sensory thing, like just so much, it's just so overwhelming and like I have a hard time just functioning. Once we figured out that like that's what's the problem, um she's nice and she just kind of was like, okay, let's go take a break here. And it just seems like very little bothers her. This is crazy how laid back she is. Because I can't imagine being married to somebody like me. Like, I don't know how that would be. Um, But anyways, how much time is it? Am I at 20? Oh, look at this. About the same time as usual. Okay, that's all I wanted to say. I will say though that we got back and we put the stuff away, and then we got some chicken and we rewarded ourselves with some cheap ass cookies that tasted so good. So good. Like I couldn't believe all the snacks you can get there. Like, and I haven't even checked out like where's the chocolate. Like we didn't even get to the good parts. We were at the fucking boring parts of the store, like chicken and pork chops and cat food. Like I wanted the snack section, but maybe tomorrow. Um, God, do I feel like a kid sometimes? I don't think anybody ever truly is like what the definition of an adult is. I think we're all just like kids inside adult-like bodies. Anyways, good news. I didn't scream. I didn't go to Meltdown Town. We had a pleasant car ride home. I mean, like, this is all stuff that never would happen before. And like over the past like couple of years, our little excursions out to places have gotten better because like communication is so important. Like Alicia used to be like, 1 minute we're walking, the next minute you're so frustrated and it just seems like it comes out of nowhere. And then so like today I was like, so this is kind of what's happening. And then I would never say any of it out loud because I was just, I don't know, running on autopilot or something. And so I was like, so this is what's happening, like between being sane and then wanting to, and then like being in a meltdown. Like, this is all the thoughts and the feelings I'm having. And it helps that somebody's actually willing to understand and it makes sense now. And I also feel good because I don't have to be like an asshole, because that's what I used to be. I never knew why I felt so frazzled in stores. I never stopped to think about it. Not one time. I just allowed myself to get angry and like we didn't question it. It was just, it's so weird. Like our dynamics before finding out that I'm autistic were just not that great, and our communication sucked big time. So that's why I'm also grateful to know that I'm autistic, because um I used to make situations like this like just linger. Like we would have gotten home, I wouldn't have been able to talk. I wouldn't have known why, or why I was feeling the way that I was. I wouldn't have known why I needed to be by myself for hours after something like that. And now I know all these things and I have like language for it, and it's just so helpful. So, anyways, that's all I was gonna say today. Thank you very much for taking the time to listen, and hopefully this was relatable. And goodbye.